My name is Robert Christopher Wayne Weathers. I live at 3102 Center Hill Road, Edgar, Mississippi, 38841. Me and my family are under attack. People are driving worms through us from a remote location. So remote controlled parasites. I can also hear their voices. They're very hostile, demeaning. They keep threatening me and my family. They're very psychotic, delusional. They are premeditating our deaths. They claim they're killing my animals right now. This appears to be Scientology. Okay. Smooth off. Smooth off, motherfucker. Smooth off. That's what he's telling me in my brain. I've been kidnapped by Scientologists because people witness me writing literature, intellectual. They've been stealing my works, my ideas for 13 years. I wrote comics. I wrote the Environmental Creation Agency. I wrote Divine Currency, Alien Bob, Bug Bob, and others. People installed mind reading technology and mind merging technology in my brain in an attempt to read my thoughts, to somehow gain my intellectual prowess. Okay, baby. So I said, okay, I'm done. Anybody else want them? These people claim to be from the companies Yumas, Preservision, and the Lizard Company. They show me them belonging to the actors. They claim to be Skull and Bones Freemasons, the Navy, the National Guard, the police, MPB, NPR. They torture me constantly. This technology that they're utilizing, this technology that they have inside of me, it allows them to do several things. One is a hive mind technology, merges our minds together. Yes, it links our minds together. It allows us to feel each other's emotions, to hear thought patterns, our inner thoughts, see each other's visual in our brain. Technology also allows them to create surrogates, the ability to drive other organisms. They can drive humans, animals, insects, worms. This technology also elevates neurochemistry and it artificially stimulates neural tissue. You're breaking the law. So this fact of elevating neurochemistry coupled with the conditioning that comes from practicing Scientology, creating surrogates, they literally remove body parts and modify body parts for a living. They do this as an employment. They're conditioned to do this. It is violent in nature. They lacerate and modify biologies for a living. It's what they do for a living. And they do it to other people. And they've been doing it to the unwilling or the unwittingly or unwittingly to people that's unaware. They think they have the right to do it to anybody they want. It says they're cutting her in the brain. He says, "You're next, motherfucker." I heard him, man. I can tell she's not feeling good. Breaking the law. Says he's attacking me for smoking. I have rights. This is an American soul. I'm an American citizen. This is what I have perceived. There are extra dimensions in the universe, and there's an inverse. We have biology in these extra dimensions. And we utilize this biology when we die to have an afterlife. Scientology is the practice of utilizing this extra dimensional biology before we die. They remove it from themselves in a manner that's the same as we would if we died. When we die, we we cleave it from ourselves. They remove this biology from themselves and utilize technology to turn it into a vehicle that can drive around in the upper dimensions. These people have become criminal, a large percentage of them. Nobody can see them. They're humans on Earth driving their upper dimensions around before they die. It's created a conflict of interest never before seen on Earth. Nobody polices these people. The government allows them to do whatever they want. And the government's doing it too. Breaking the law, get off my property. You're breaking the law. Get away from me. Stop talking to me. Get off my property. He says, well, I'm going to take your comic book. You're breaking the law. Stop driving our worms. Get off my property. Leave us alone. So there are several institutions on Earth using this technology on the public without their knowledge. Marketing companies are using this technology on the public in an attempt to invade their privacy and also an attempt to stimulate their brains in a way to increase consumerism. This technology can isolate and stimulate thought patterns. So these marketing companies are stimulating thought patterns that pertain to purchasing things. And they're also using their privacy invasion of their privacy and reading their minds in an attempt to marketing things. They'll show them ads and commercials that pertain to whatever information they can gather from these people. And I suspect social media has a big role in this idea too. So the government is also using this technology for surveillance. So the government allows these marketing companies and these Scientology companies to steal body parts from the public and to install their technology. And everybody's getting paid to do it. Getting harassed now. Breaking the law. These people read every thought pattern I have. They harass me for it, attack me for it, and they're trying to come up with some story. People try to provoke thought patterns, defense, and you're breaking the law. Stop talking to me. This has turned into some kind of martyrdom story. In their deluded state, these people became addicted to the idea that I'm a martyr because my intellectual property and my behavior is about saving the planet. So they think they can use their psychological conditioning to torture me. They can finally validate their behavior in some way. They have torture victims. They murder people. They give people worms. As they always have. They invade people's homes. They paparazzi people, especially people of interest, people they're attracted to. They also utilize this technology on people in an attempt to control their behavior. People with authority, big business owners and politicians, and government agencies, and the military. Okay, baby. People are going after the military. That's what one just told me. Stupid son of a bitch stays right here on your worms, cutting you to pieces. This technology elevates their neurochemistry and it artificially stimulates brain tissue. On top of that, I suspect they are abusing substances. They're psychotic, delusional. They're presenting addictive behavior. They're jealous, greedy, irritable, petty, easily offended. You're breaking the law. Get away from me. So, when our extra dimensions are removed from us, we are somehow still connected to this biology. There's some kind of entanglement property. So, say they remove parts of our brain, they can take this to another place, and we are still in them. The energy from our third dimensional still runs through these extra dimensions. Or if it's stimulated, we still experience it. And when we die, we utilize this biology if it's healthy or if it's being stimulated. We still have to experience it. This is what humans do, both trying to tell people in afterlife. The human genome produces an 11-dimensional organism with horns on our head. We are Anunnakis. We are of the Anunnaki bloodline. These Scientologists, they like to cleave their biologies in several places. Along every third dimensional plane, they'll get another cleave. They wind up with 3 or 4 biologies that they can drive around outer space. And they use technology and techniques to access each individual biology. They modify each biology to for certain purposes. Like they'll turn one into a lizard person, another one into an insectoid. They'll use they'll use body parts from other species and merge it into their biologies, and then they'll make one an alien form. That's where these stories have come from in our past of aliens, Scientology. And when our biologies are removed from us and they go into outer space, they achieve a different rate of expansion than we do here on Earth. They become big compared to us. They consider themselves God compared to us. Okay, baby? You're threatening my animals right now. You're breaking the law. Get away from me. They also grow worms and insects in the upper dimensions as for surrogate purposes. All the alien stories that we've ever heard are actually humans, modern humans practicing Scientology. They modify their biologies for certain aesthetics. And our upper dimensions come with special abilities. We have powerful eyesight, like 11 dimensional eyesight, and the ability to manipulate biologies on a molecular level. They can even modify genetics on the fly, mostly our upper dimensions. They can make them gain certain features or take on certain aspects. Oh, they don't let me sleep 2 or 3 hours at a time. They wake me up to some horror story. Today it's my animals die. This guy in the Navy, he says he's actually humans. Whatever he is, he keeps yelling at me. He used to say, "Get down on the ground, motherfucker, or put your phone down. Stop making those videos." At me, harassing me. The Scientology supposedly came around in the 50s or 60s. The thing is the upper dimensions transcend time. Our third dimension see time as a linear construct. We see the seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks. We see it all pass as a linear motion when time is actually simultaneous. The past, the present, and the future all happen simultaneously. So the beginning of the universe and the end of the universe happen at the same time. So our extra dimensions see this aspect of our reality. Time is linear. They see the simultaneous. So they can actually interact with the whole thing. There are people alive today that are interacting with the early life forms on Earth and the later life forms. Modern humans have developed this technology and they took it back to the past and they woke up ancient humans and let them see Anunnakis and lizard people and aliens. I've perceived. I don't know the extent of that. They're all artificially stimulating their brain and elevating their neurochemistry. And I suspect they are abusing substances. They become psychotic and delusional. They won't leave. This is the paparazzi, some kind of a cult. They're a cult, religious zealots. Get away from me. Stop driving my worms. Get off my property. He's doing. No, you're not. Stop driving my worms. Says he's an international war. You're a foreign enemy to the United States of America. They're fixing to kill this guy. Stop driving my worms. Okay, baby. You're breaking the law. Get away from me. They're gonna keep doing this till I die because of their addictive behavior. They treat our extra dimensions as voodoo dolls. They keep pulling body parts off of us and torturing these body parts because we are still connected to them. We're supposed to wake up in hell when we die, or wake up suffering. They call it hell. Get away from me. You're breaking the law. Get away from me. I have rights. You're breaking the law. I'm gonna post this video on my